Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great and affordable fifth wheel from Parkway RV Center. For those of you who are wanting bang for the buck, this is one that you're not going to find anywhere else. This is a 2003 Holiday Rambler Alumascape fifth wheel. This is a 35-foot with 3 slide outs, $69.95 including washer and dryer. Folks, I'm going to tell you, this is a great brand to buy because it's all aluminum frame. Holiday Rambler, of course, known for their quality. It's a 10-layer roof system, 5-layer sidewall, and 5-layer floor system. So this is an excellent Four Seasons fifth wheel. If you need something to live in or something to use for temporary housing, you're going to love this. Weighs 10,000 pounds. Like I said, all aluminum frame, so you don't have to worry about any wood frames or anything like that getting water in it and rotting. 3 slide outs for $69.95. I promise you, folks, you can look on the internet for months. Of course, by that time, this thing will be long. This thing will be gone in a few days, but of course, you know, you can spend months online. You're not going to find another deal like this anywhere else. 35 foot. It's a 34 RL T, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's got a patio awning, stabilizer jacks. Y'all pardon the wind here. It's starting to pick up a little bit. One thing I love about these Alumascapes that nobody else has, you see these rivets right here? You got rivets here, rivets underneath this right here, rivets underneath here, and then rivets at the top, of course. Holiday Ramblers in these year models don't use fiberglass siding like you see on other brands. They actually use a smooth aluminum, which is like they put on a cargo or a semi-trailer. The advantage of that is there's no glue involved. In other words, you see a fiberglass trailer and how they got big bubbles in the side of the fiberglass? That's called delamination. That's caused when the glue gets too hot or it gets water underneath there and it loses cohesion and comes away from the rest of the sidewall. Well, folks, this right here is all riveted in. No glue, no delamination worries. That's why you see Holiday Ramblers 30 years old that still look as good as this one does. But folks, I'm going to tell you, great brand, all aluminum frame, 3 slide outs, they all work great. Got great underbelly storage, overlapping caps so there's no straight edges. See, you got the other 2 slides on this side, looks great over here. Folks, these people that traded this in, they came in on a motor home. They were just using it. Water heater, furnace, tires look good. I'm going to tell you, folks, $69.95. It's hard to find a used pop-up for what you can buy this 34-foot, 35-foot aluminum framed fifth wheel, triple slide fifth wheel for. So like I said, bang for the buck, this one's hard to beat. Now folks, at this price, let me go ahead and tell you, we're only going to do a basic checkout. In other words, we're going to hook it into power, we're going to show you the air conditioner, the refrigerator works, and the slide outs work. That's it. People were living in this fifth wheel, so it does need a few minor interior repairs, nothing major. If you know your way around a toolbox, you can spend a day in this fifth wheel and have it looking like a whole different animal. But we just don't have the manpower to do it, so we're just going to price it to move it, price it for what we have in it. And I promise you, folks, try to find another one for this price anywhere else in any condition. Step inside. Inside, folks, now I will tell you right now, it has been smoked in. It's got a little bit of smoke odor, not bad. We did put new carpet in it, and it smells a lot better, but I would recommend probably going over this thing and letting it fumigate, letting it air out for a few days with the windows open, and it would probably eliminate a lot of that. Huge area right here, folks. You can get you a couple of chairs put in the back. You can put you a sofa back there. You can put your entertainment center, office area, whatever you want back there. You got a blank slate. Little entertainment center up here, place for a TV. You've got solid hardwood cabinetry. Folks, look at the roof. I don't see any leaks, leak damage, or signs of leaks. You got a ceiling fan. You got a table, and they only had one chair for it. Apparently, they had a hutch or something right here, and they took it out to put the table back in, and when they did, that's the only chair they could find that was left. So it's only going to have one chair, and like I said, folks, you can rearrange this entire fifth wheel. You can take this table and chair out. You can take that sofa out. You can put your own furniture in here. I mean, you've got a blank slate. You can rearrange it. You can put your table back there. You can get you some chairs on Amazon for hardly anything if you need some extra dining chairs. There's just a lot you can do with this, folks. And like I said, we'll still show you the refrigerator works, and we'll show you the roof air works. But everything else, folks, is sold as is. Take the good with the bad. I do have some of the lights on. Some of the light bulbs are burned out. Microwave looks like it works. It's got a stovetop and oven, double sink. Ceiling fan works. A lot of storage in here. And it does have the washer and dryer, folks. If you just bought a regular fifth wheel and installed a separate washer and dryer stack unit like this unit has, you're going to spend $1,500 to $2,000 putting an RV one in there. And it's included with this one, folks. Fridge is already ice cold. Got a little piece of trim right there that popped off. No big deal. Like I said, folks, it has been a live-in unit. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want you to come down here thinking it's going to be new, because it's not. But it is, overall, for the price, is in good shape. Of course, I didn't bring my thermometer, but I can personally guarantee you that fridge is cold. We're going to step up here to the bedroom, bathroom area. Bathroom, of course, you got a big sliding mirror closet in the front. Queen island bed. You've got a walk-through bathroom. And even though this, you can see the shower is clean. No water stains around the skylight. That's a huge thing right there. Vanity area. Medicine cabinet. You got a private water closet with your toilet. Even though this was a live-in unit, folks, it still has, and there's my switch for the lights, it still has a regular RV toilet holding tanks in it. And, of course, right here is your stack washer and dryer. Queen bed. At the foot of the bed, you got this big chest of drawers. Folks, the floor's solid, the walls are solid, the roof's solid. You know, I see a few little nicks and things that need to be fixed on it. Like I said, if you know your way around a toolbox, a little bit of lumber, a little bit of know-how, you can fix pretty much anything in here that you want to fix. You can put your own furniture in here. You can use what's in here. It's entirely up to you, folks. But you got to look what you're getting. I mean, the bones of this fifth wheel, you can't beat it. I mean, I don't see any wrinkled spots in the walls, the ceilings, the floor. Like I said, you've got aluminum frames, so you don't have to worry about if it does ever develop water leaks or anything like that. You don't have to worry about it rotting out any frame because it's all aluminum. Like I said, 10-layer roof system. This is a great Four Seasons model. And, you know, here's the thing, folks. Of course, you're not going to find a triple slide fifth wheel anywhere else for this price. But if you do find some that are maybe $2,000 or $3,000 more, they're going to be cheaper brands like Dutchman's and Coachman's and stuff like that. And those brands don't have half the insulation that this Holiday Rambler does as far as cold weather units. Because, you know, if you're going to live in one or use one full-time or temporary housing, you want one that's going to keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And this is what this is designed to do. So this is a lot higher quality fifth wheel than you're normally going to find under $10,000. $69.95, folks. That's a haggle-free price. That's including showing you the fridge and the air works and, of course, the slide-outs. We'll show you those work like they're supposed to. And everything else, just take the good with the bad. If you do want a complete checkout, folks, just get with your salesperson. We're going to charge you more for that. But, you know, it's entirely up to you which way you want to take it. I personally wouldn't hesitate to take it just like it is now because, you know, like I said, a little bit of work in here, you can make your own custom fifth wheel. If you're into these, I know this tiny home movement's getting really, really big. Those people are paying $50,000 and $60,000 for these tiny homes that have the same square footage as this kitchen and living room. For $50,000 or $60,000, you can buy something like this for $69.95. You can strip the entire interior out of it, spend several $1,000s in a couple of months, and make it completely your own. If you wanted to go that extent and have probably less than 10 grand in it, and have something way nicer than what they sell for $50,000 or $60,000 on those tiny homes, and plus have something that's a whole lot easier to move and a lot more portable. So, man, a lot of things you can do with this fifth wheel, folks. You got to look at it this way. If you say you need temporary housing, say you got relatives coming to live with you for a few months, or friends, or you got a teenager that wants to move out on their own, but you can put them something like this somewhere, and you can pay for this fifth wheel free and clear for what you're going to spend for 6-7 months rent of an apartment or a house. You can pay for this thing free and clear and have something to show for your money. Versus we're going somewhere, living there for 6 or 7 months. Of course, you got to sign most of the time a 12 or 18 month lease. But when you're done and you're done renting that place, you've got nothing to show for your money. Here you got something that you can resell, you can use for camping, you can use for other purposes. We do offer delivery. We offer free local delivery within 100 miles one way. And we also offer or help you arrange nationwide delivery through various shippers that we use. And this is a deal, folks. I mean, look online. Try to find another aluminum frame triple slide fifth wheel for that price. Try to find one. And it's in nice shape. Like I said, I don't see any stains. I don't see any wrinkled spots that indicate water damage. It's got a few little nicks and scratches and dings. I mean, like any 13-year-old fifth wheel will. I notice right here it looks like somebody's kicked the wall, which, you know, you can cover that up really easy. That's no big deal. I mean, like I said, if you know your way around a toolbox, this is something you can knock out in a day, 2 at the most. So one weekend, you've got a fifth wheel that's probably worth $11,000 or $12,000 fixed up that you're buying for $69.95. Now, that's a bargain, folks. Check the NADA. Even though this is a kind of a fixer-up special, so to speak, but you can still finance it. Interest rates as low as 4% with approved credit. This is something that if you want to borrow money on, the book value is thousands more than we're asking for it. So I don't think financing as far as the value is going to be an issue. As long as your credit's good, the financing shouldn't be a problem. $69.95, haggle-free out the door. That's, like I said, that's air conditioner and refrigerator only. We'll show you that works. Give us a call, 706-965-7929, evening and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Look at that. I'm not trying to hide that, folks. Look at that ceiling. Do you see any watermarks or stains? I mean, there is nothing. You look around the slide outs. I mean, this is a solid fifth wheel. But anyway, folks, email us, sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. This unit's going on eBay, going on about 20 of the most popular websites for sale, RVs for sale on the internet. Somebody's going to buy this thing in the next couple of days just because of the price and the brand. For those of you who are familiar with Holiday Rambler, there's no selling, I have to tell you. If you're familiar with how they build these, then you're already picking up the phone and calling us if you've got a need for a fifth wheel like this. But remember, that's out the door. There's no extra fees, no dock fees, no prep fees, no get ready fees, no anything, folks. It's $69.95 plus sales tax if you're a Georgia resident. All out-of-state residents pay your sales tax when you title and tag this fifth wheel at your home state at your local DMV office. You get a 45-day temporary tag good anywhere in the country for no extra charge. And doesn't get any more simpler than that, folks. So give us a call. We're one of the oldest, largest, and most successful independently owned used RV dealerships in the United States. Been in business for over 49 years. We've got over 170 used RVs in stock, more than any dealer within a 500-mile radius of us. And like I said, folks, 500 to 600 RVs. And the reason why we sell so many, especially compared to the other guys, is because of our low prices. Folks, the reason why our low prices is simple. When you've been in business for almost half a century, you don't owe anybody anything. Buildings paid for, inventory's paid for. We don't floor plan anything. We own and have the title to every single, all 170 RVs on our lot. Other dealers can't say that, folks, because they have to borrow money to keep their inventory up, and the bank keeps the titles, and they pay thousands of dollars in interest that they pass along to you, the buyer, in the form of higher prices to cover their overhead and to cover the interest rate from their floor plans. Well, folks, we operate off our own money. It doesn't hurt us if these things sit for 6 weeks, 6 days, 6 hours, or 6 years. It doesn't cost us a dime for them to sit. And this one's not going to sit long for $69.95. Like I said, get online, Google Holiday Illumiscapes with 3 slide outs and see how many of them you find for this price. Give us a call, drop us an email. We don't have any commission salespeople, no games and no gimmicks. That's another reason why our prices are so much lower than everybody else. And like I said, nothing to lose, everything to gain. I've got something for pretty much everybody's budget. Got a great selection of fifth wheels right now, travel trailers, motorhomes, A, B's, and C's, toy haulers, pretty much whatever you want. I've got it, folks, at prices that's lower than anybody else on the internet. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.